data at the heart of it, if it's inaccurate, it's a problem. You can't make decisions on that. And the best place to solve that is as early as possible, from the source onward. And a lot of times, I love what she said, she's doing a lot of pre-checks, she's looking at things, but you might need multiple sources of data because those sources of data could be invalid. You know, we've seen that time and time and time again. And you need a framework to be able to take those multiple sources, verify the accuracy of it, do things like deduplication, do things like reconciliation, come up with a single unified version of that data, but then on the outside of it, that data needs to be complete. All right, so you have to have all that data. If you don't have those processes in place, your AI is going to be making decisions on not enough data, not the right data, right? Just like a human being, right? If we don't have the data, we're going to make bad decisions. Why should we expect the AI to do anything different?
Just to sort of develop on that idea, right? People like us, I'll take the example of THC, are working on use cases at the moment, right? There's the business functions, corporate functions, technology functions. People are all working on use cases. What you're talking about in terms of having frameworks to look at the accuracy of unstructured data, people could be doing data chunking, right? As part of this. These are all expensive, and not very cheap and intuitive, right? Not everybody knows SQL or Power BI, Power Tools would be immediately ready to be able to build and develop tools. Right? How do you guys think about therefore frameworks that that are more shareable, right? Because money is a very limited resource, as we all know, right? And it's hard to build an elaborate framework like this just for 2 or 5 use cases. Are you guys seeing in institutions, or are you seeing in your clients, some kind of thought process behind what can we build common infrastructure and frameworks around these kinds of unstructured data problems, big data problems, and stuff like that can be shared by different groups?
So for me, I look at it twofold. I mean, there's my colleague here who has a framework very specialized, very specific, helping a lot of different industries. And I look at them to say, hey, are you providing the best of the best out there, right? But at the same time, I look at companies like Microsoft and AWS and Google and the frameworks they provide. One thing, I'm former Microsoft, by the way, but I'll just say, I looked at those platform companies to commoditize those things, make those things readily available for everybody. We talked about Microsoft Fabric just a little bit. It's an ecosystem. It's not one product. It's many products tied together to bring around a solution around data quality, data frameworks, and things like that. So those are the type of things I think you need to look at, but then go off to other vendors to specialize in certain areas. So,
Dennis?
We use a lot of it. I mean, it's not sexy. We use a lot of the Six Sigma control reports. So you have upper bound, lower bound, 1, 2, 3 Sigma deviations, looking for outliers. I beat my team up with that. Everything has to be subscribed to the report. It's an emailed report pushed out through Tableau or Power BI. But a common theme today, I think, in Ali's presentation from TD Bank is embedding, your business folks along with your data technologists. And I think it's super important when I just lost my train of thought there for a second. It's important that they're